Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review, the second one of day 15. And we're going to do a beer company review from the Advent Tree of Doom. It's so doom, it's even got my hat on the top, my Christmas hat. Yeah, I've hung my hat up today because, oh my God, I feel really bad. But you know what? A beer will probably cheer me up. And what will cheer you up is if you click down below, subscribe, and you'll never miss another beer review from me because I do at least, well, at the moment, I'm doing 2 beer reviews a day. So there's plenty of action for you to choose from, as well as some home brewing too. But enough of that. We'll talk about that another time. So, day 15. Oh, it's not that one, but that one's falling open. It's the end of this. Oh God. It's all going pear-shaped, mate. It's all going Pete Tong. There we go. Ooh. Wow, haven't even drunk anything yet. It's going pear-shaped. But let's get this closed, because otherwise, when I'm talking nonsense, you can look at the beer tree. I know people have put Christmas lights and things around their trees. Right, I have no idea how to say this beer, but it's another one from Jiddlers Tipple. We've had one of their beers earlier on in the box of doom. It's Albiceleste. Albiceleste. What the hell is that, man? No clue. But it's telling us that it is 3.8. Wow, that is quite a low ABV. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, dun dun dun, come on, prove me right, you bugger. There we go, 3.8% on the ABV. So, Tipple and Footy, the ultimate combo. Hazy Pale has the aroma of tropical and citrus fruit, velvety and soft mouthfeel, and restrained bitterness. Completes this easygoing delight. Made from Turnpike Lane, blah, 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 blah. All sorts of nonsense. It says to support Argentina in the World Cup. Well, Jesus Christ, they are still in it. They could win it, man. Got to be in it to win it. And UK, or should I say England, well, all of the UK, we are not in the Football Cup anymore. We've come home. We've come. England's come home. And, of course, Wales have come home too. Because we're shit at football. We are absolutely rubbish. So we've got barley, hops yeast. That is it. Interestingly, the designs, so if you look in the background on this beer, these designs are from the head brewer's Hawaiian shirt sort of thing. So, yeah, he obviously has a shirt that's kind of that colour. Blue and white, I guess that's why it's Argentina. Not like that beer we had the other day that was like, it was red, but it wasn't Britain or England. It was just red. And it was the wrong flag as well. Don't get it. Argentina, blue and white, yes. Right. That has opened. Whoops. A little bit of the fizzy, which is good. We will get the BierCompany glass. And I have to say, I do like this glass. I think this glass is better than the Beer52 one, just because it's a little bit bigger. If you haven't got a huge head, you can fit the whole of a 330 can in one of these, whereas the other one you can't, which is a real shame, because I like getting everything in there. Have we got it in today? We have. Look at that. There's a little bit of a bulge coming out the top. So that is quite a well-carbonated beer for a 3.8%er. Wow. And we are probably 1.5, yeah, more than one, not two. Look at that, it's kind of bowed to the top. So, let us, how shall we do this? Let's get a picture first. How about that? So this is Labiciesta, Labicifri. There's something inside so strong. Ooh, remember that? Oh yeah. There's a picture for the front of this video. Cool. And if we have a look, that is definitely a hazy. Well, it even focuses on the mariachi band of the BierCompany. Ah, interesting. I'm getting some of the more traditional hops in the aroma, like a kind of peachy thing going on. I'm sure it's not going to taste like that, but yeah, and a little bit of kind of maybe a little bit of a yeasty aroma too. So maybe that's contributing to why this beer is so cloudy. Let us see. Very similar to the other beer that I've had not that long ago, about half an hour ago. I guess because it's so low in the ABV, it just comes across as very watery and very dry. The hops have kind of melded together a little bit, so there's no huge hops up front. A little bit of the tropicalness, and then kind of, dare I say it, generic hops in there. So yeah, well, doesn't say what hops are in there, I don't think. Ooh. But yeah, it doesn't say at all, which is a shame. I think the other Jiddlers Tipple did actually say what the hops were. Anyway, got to support this guy a little bit because he is an ex-home brewer that's turned into an actual professional brewer. But he prides himself in having lighter beers, which is absolutely fine, but hoppy light beers. Does that make sense? So they're really hoppy, but they're kind of pale ale type beers, and 3.8% is pretty light. In the UK, back in the 70s and 80s, which I can just about remember, it was 3.5% beers, and they were literally like drinking water. It was like the medieval days when they used to drink beer because the fermentation process killed some of the germs, or killed some of the bacteria in the water. So drinking beer was safer than drinking water. But you could just boil it, couldn't you? I mean, you're going to do a boil anyway to make a beer. Whoa, maybe that's why it was safer. Although I don't know if they boiled it as much as we do these days. And probably didn't have hops that much either. Had all sorts of other stuff. Anyway, I digress. Um, I mean, there are hops in there, but they're just not. It's not really hoppy, which is weird. Um, so the tropical flavors, yeah, it's in there. It's a bit muted, very watery, but tiny bit of juicy hops in there because it's so watery. Your palate doesn't have anything to cling on to anyway. Little bit disappointed by day 15. It could be just because I've got this incredible cold, which is nightmare time. But anyway, I digress. Now, I have a little bit of an update from yesterday. So I have contacted some people with regards to BierCompany Box. and there is a deal to be had, which I will tell you. And I'm okay. I've been told I'm okay to, yeah, to spread this. So, Marble Brewing from Manchester, in England, had a run-in with the Beer 52 company. Sorry, my God, with the Beer Company, not Beer 52. They're fine. Something to do with not paying their bills on time. Anyway, I don't know for a fact, but someone's saying that happened, so fine. So what Marble decided to do was hold back the beers and say, look, we're not sending you any beers until you pay for the last beers, essentially, which didn't actually happen. What they've done is they've got I think it's 24 beers. So a case of beers, and they're all small. They're all like 330s, and there are two different beers on offer. And I probably should have written this down, but so 12 of each. So it's only two different beers for 25 quid. So you're basically getting 24 cans of beer for £25, which includes postage, from what I remember. And this is basically for people that have bought the Beer Company Advent box expecting Marble beers in there and being disappointed because they kind of dropped out from the whole project. However, I have had some Marble beers before at the Great British Beer Festival in London Olympia. And let me tell you, Marble do make some fantastic beers. They really do. So the question you've got to ask yourself is, do you want 24 beers for £25, or do you want 25 beers for £130? See what I mean? Admittedly, you're not getting too many different beers. However, should you wish to take up this offer, you have to act pretty quickly because they are flying out of the Marble brewery fast, and you need a special code. I can't tell you what that is because it includes some swear words, and it includes Beer Company as well. So maybe you can guess what the magic code is. But if you want to have 24 cans of beer for £25, including delivery, let me know. Give me a comment down below, and I will sort you out with the code for doing this magnificent deal. I think both of these beers today, so I don't think there is a winner today. There's no loser either because they're both so watery and wishy-washy that I can't really separate them, and maybe it's me. But I'm glad to have tried some new beers, as always. This has been Unclejona saying, why don't you drink some Advent beers? Christmas is just round the corner, so why not drink along with me? You know where to find me. We'll be back with day 16 tomorrow. Cheers and beers, guys.